Welcome to another cross-training tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to conclude the Craft of Engineering Homework tutorial series with some closing thoughts. So before we end this tutorial series, I'd like to leave you with some closing thoughts. I want to emphasize that what I have shown you is simply an example of one way to do digital submissions or digital homework. And I also use this method or this technique for studying. So everybody is very different and prefers to do things, the way that best fits them. There is really no wrong or right way to do this. So a little bit about myself. My degree before the one that I'm pursuing right now was a non-STEM degree. And a lot of the emphasis in that degree more had to do with abstract and conceptual thinking and creativity and things like that. So it's kind of natural for me to quickly pick up ideas and concepts and learn those fairly quickly, since I've had a lot of practice with that with my previous degree. However, with my previous degree, there was hardly any mathematics involved. And, once upon a time, I used to be quite good at it. So actually, coming out of high school, I was actually very, very good with mathematics and science. But for some reason, I didn't pursue a degree that way. I don't know what happened. I don't remember. But the old saying basically applies here. If you don't use it, you lose it. So as you can imagine, going through thermodynamics and some of my engineering courses, I struggle a little bit with the mathematics aspect since I hadn't used it for, basically 4 or 5 years. So you can see by looking at my technique that a lot of my focus was on practicing problems. So basically, finding as many thermodynamic problems as I could. So, at the back of each chapter, there's a bunch of problems there. I would say that I probably worked more than half of those problems, probably about 3/4 of the problems in the back of the book, just so that I could feel comfortable enough with the mathematic aspects, because, that's not something that that was really emphasized a lot in my last degree. And for you, it may be the exact opposite, and you may need to focus on something else instead. And I learned through it all that, after practicing many problems, that I began to remember how beautiful mathematics really was as I studied the intricate relationships in thermodynamics, which I'm sure that you'll find out yourself. So what I'm basically trying to say here, or basically emphasize, is what I have shown you is just simply an idea of how one might go about tackling a specific challenge that one may have in engineering with the assistance of technology. I am also hoping that maybe what you have seen will help you generate some ideas of how you might tackle your own challenges. So you don't have to do it exactly the way that I did it. You can tweak it, to meet your own needs. And finally, I hope after viewing all of this content, you will be able to minimize homework entropy in your engineering degree.